When Rose McGowan stepped onto the red carpet at the 1998 MTV Video Music Awards in a barely there sheer dress, jaws dropped around the world. But what looked like a shocking fashion stunt was actually something far more powerful, a raw, defiant statement born from personal trauma and public silence. Try not to gasp as we reveal the real story behind that unforgettable moment and the strength it took to make it happen. Few red carpet appearances have ever sparked as much conversation or controversy as Rose McGowan's now iconic look at the 1998 MTV Video Music Awards. Wearing a sheer, beaded gown that left almost nothing to the imagination, McGowan wasn't just challenging fashion norms, she was confronting an entire industry. At the time, the headlines focused on the shock value. But years later, the world would learn that her decision to wear that dress was not about attention. It was a radical act of reclamation after unimaginable pain. In the late 90s, Rose McGowan was one of Hollywood's fastest rising stars. Known for standout roles in Scream, Jawbreaker, and the cult hit Charmed, she brought charisma, edge, and talent to every performance. But fame came at a steep price. Behind the scenes, McGowan had endured sexual assault at the hands of one of Hollywood's most powerful producers, Harvey Weinstein. And while the world saw her dazzling on red carpets, she was battling trauma, anger, and the weight of silence. That infamous 1998 VMA appearance came shortly after her assault. In her memoir Brave, McGowan later revealed that the dress wasn't just a daring outfit, it was a protest. She knew exactly what it represented. She wore it to confront an industry that had tried to control, silence, and shame her. It was her way of reclaiming her body, her voice, and her right to be seen on her own terms. She was daring the world not just to look, but to understand. She arrived on the red carpet hand in hand with then-boyfriend Marilyn Manson, which only amplified the media frenzy. Paparazzi flashed, tabloids speculated, and conservative voices were quick to judge. But McGowan never backed down. What the world didn't know at the time was that she was sick with a high fever that night and hadn't even realized just how revealing the dress was until it was too late to change. Still, the image had already been cemented in pop culture history. McGowan's life has never followed the traditional Hollywood path. Born in Italy and raised in the US, she experienced a turbulent childhood, including time in a cult-like group and early exposure to the entertainment world. Her personal challenges included disordered eating, strained family relationships, and an industry that constantly pressured her to fit into a box. But instead of breaking, she transformed her pain into purpose. Long before the #MeToo movement went viral, McGowan was speaking out about the abuse and power imbalances in Hollywood. She was one of the first to publicly accuse Weinstein and, in doing so, became a symbol of defiance. Her raw honesty, both in interviews and in her writing, helped ignite a global reckoning. What began with a controversial dress eventually became a movement that empowered millions to share their stories. That VMA moment is no longer remembered as a scandal, it's remembered as a turning point. It signaled the start of a shift in how women, survivors, and truth-tellers were seen in the entertainment industry. Rose McGowan didn't just leave nothing to the imagination, she left no doubt about her courage. She made the world look, and she made sure it listened. If Rose's bravery inspires you, hit that like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. How have you reclaimed your voice in the face of adversity? Let's keep the conversation going. And honor those who dare to stand up and be seen.